You're watching PEGRI TV, Rhode Island's public access channel.
Salam. My name is Sheikh Abu Hakim Abdullah, President Chairman of Al Masjid Sharia Allah, AMSA, a non-profit religious organization operating in the state of Rhode Island, USA. You know, I've been speaking to you for some years, trying to get you to understand. I don't consider myself smarter than you, but the law said that there's some of us that understands Islam better than others, even though they might have more education than everything else. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ could not read and write, but he understood Islam and all the things about it. And he's able to explain it and everything else to us. So some of us that got the bachelor's degrees and the master's degrees and all the different degrees, own the different stores, got plenty of wealth, figured that we got it made. Well, brothers and sisters, let me explain something to you. If you look around within yourself and at your house and at everything that's around you, you will see that you're having a hell of a time, that you're having a very hard time. You have to worry about everything you got around you. You got burglar alarms and everything else going on in your house. You got the car washed. You got somebody taking all the kids to the school. You got to watch your windows. You got to watch everybody come back in your yard. You're really scared, walking around scared to death out in the house, out in your own house. Bars on the window and everything else. But if you had a law in your heart and in your minds, a lot of you, if you had a law in your heart and in your minds constantly, and living out Islamically, you wouldn't have them fears, because that's what the law said. You wouldn't have them fears. But you got them fears. Some of you got big bumps on your forehead, up here, top of your head. Some of you praying on rocks. Some of you praying with your hands here and one hand here and all this. And you look around, and if you told, Allah said to follow the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, emulate him. Not hold your hands down here and one time and hand up here and all that. That's not emulating him. Emulate him is his righteousness. Emulate him is the things that he does for righteousness. Emulate his ways of saying things. Emulate his ways of doing things. Emulate is good. If he's hurt, shot in the arm, that means you hold your hand up here in the place where he's been shot. Because that's his pain. He's trying to hold up to keep from getting pain. You can't hold your hand up there. That's not emulating. That's emulating his pain. That's more making fun than doing what is supposed to be right. And another thing I want to ask you about, one thing I want to say to you now, why I got this thing going on like this. Some of you listen to me talk, and some of you listen to what I say. I'm not supposed to praise you. I'm only supposed to praise the Lord. I'm not supposed to try to tell how good you're doing this and how good you're doing that, and how you did this and how you did that. I'm only supposed to say that to the law, by the law. We are making big mistakes on this earth. We have changed into sets, another set, another set, another set. We're doing everything the way we want to do it, not the way we're supposed to do it. And then when I say these things about what we're supposed to be doing, it is not me speaking to you. All I'm doing is matching you up to what the law said we're supposed to be doing. And I'm telling you what we're supposed to be doing. And if you're not doing it, then let the shoe wear you, you're not doing it. So don't get mad at me because you're not doing it. Get mad at yourself for not doing it. Get mad at the things that's making you keep from doing it. I mean, you hold back from giving to a brother the necessities that he needs or she needs to do the work that they're doing for a law. You're not doing anything to hurt the brother. You're hurting yourself. And you're going against the law's wishes. And you think it's going to have it hard now. You wait till later and you see the hardness you're going to have from doing the things you want to do. Allah said to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu he says, when desires enter the hearts of the believers, desires, things they desire, so has the devil. So if you desire these things and you desire things to do things your way, so is the devil's in there now. So I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to tell you things that's going to make you stand up and be able to walk the water. I didn't say I can walk the water, but I'm trying to tell you the things that can make us walk the water. But what are we doing? We turned around overseas, we turned around all week. We're throwing rockets at each other. We're throwing rockets at the Jews throwing rockets back at us. We're killing 2 Jews, and they killing 30 Palestinians. We killed 1 Jew, they killed 1 Jew or 1 soldier, they killed 30 non-combatants, children, this big. I seen children that big coming out the ground. Why? You can't beat that way. You cannot beat the devil unless you let him, you gotta let him or she or it beat itself. And the only way you can beat that is if you turn the world against him. Because that's the one that gave him the bombs. That's the one that gave him the money. That's where he's coming from. He's getting $20 billion a year from the United States. Every year, worth of arms and stuff. Get all the stuff from England, France, Germany. And the brothers in Palestine, they got to sneak stuff underneath the ground and got to get 5 or 6 rockets, and they fire them all the way, and they don't have no more after that. You can't beat that man with killing innocent people, women and children, old people. Because the law said fight them with what they fight you with, except disbelief. And to us, that's disbelief, to kill women and children. That's disbelief, especially when you're doing it from 30 miles away with a rocket. So I'm trying to say what's right and what's wrong to you. You got to take that man to the courthouse. You got to make that man pay in the court. You got to make the United States turn around on its decision to give him that land in the beginning, with the British walking out and giving him that power to do what he did. That's why the British left, so they can do what they do to you. That's why the British left it that way. Gave him everything, just walked out and left, and you helped them win that war in Israel against the British. You helped drive them out. You helped fight with the Haganah. Well, anyway, let me get back to where I was at. When I say something or somebody says something about what you're not doing, you're not supposed to get angry at that brother. You're not supposed to turn around and don't give that brother or sister that help. You're supposed to do that because Allah is telling you that you have somebody that's telling you what you're doing that's wrong. And you got to straighten it out. And you can clean up some of that stuff by go ahead and supporting the person that's doing this stuff, that's trying to free us. A lot of us are living in places where brothers and sisters are turning around and talking against what's going on by the people. And they're defending you. They're defending all Islam. And if you call yourself a Muslim, then they're defending you too. And you guys going to support this drive? You know, just do what you want to do and say what you want to say, and don't do nothing, run off at the mouth and lie to brothers about what you're going to do for them? You're out not lying. This is what I was lied to by brothers, and this is ridiculous. When a Muslim stands to you and you can't trust a Muslim, how do you think do you know that the weak would turn around and leave Islam because of your stuff? And this is what I was talking about. We are destroying the Islam. We are destroying with lies, with all kinds of statements that we make, lies, cheating and lying and hating brothers and sisters. This is why we losing Islam. We're turning into something that is, you can't even recognize it no more. I remember the times when Muslims be walking through a door, dressed in their garments and stuff. People will hold the door open for them. Now they push the door and let the door deliberately slam on them and let them see that it's slamming on them. Because there's no respect no more. Why? It's because we stand up and we let 40 people turn around and make the decisions for 1 billion people. We got people making decisions, blowing up people in our name, in the name of God, and they're doing wrong. They're cheating and all that in the name of God. And we doing nothing about it. We're just as bad as the one doing it. We're walking around like the 3 blind monkeys, like the blind monkey. They hear nothing, see nothing, say nothing. Or we got our butt sticking up in the air, and a head in a hole, like the ostrich. That's not Islam. That's cowardism. That's open cowardism. You're not supposed to fear nothing but Allah. But you stand around, you're doing this stuff. And it's ridiculous. I mean, it really is. It really is ridiculous. got your own people starving to death, getting killed in all these different lands, by each other, and you're doing nothing about it. If a brother is fighting a battle and he's violating the laws, he's going to the hellfire about it. And you're not supposed to support that brother or sister. This is the truth. You're not supposed to support that much wrong, especially when it's against a law's way of life that he chose for you. And this is what he said, I've chose for you a way of life. And it is Islam. And you call Muslims. And follow no other but me. And this Ummah is one Ummah. How you misunderstand that? You gotta get it all together. I don't know what you're thinking about, what you really thinking about. You gotta get it together, Bismillah. Bismillah. So I'm talking to you. I'm trying to get it to you. I'm trying to give you what's right and what's wrong. I'm trying to let you see both of them. But you can see the scale, but you see what it is. I and brothers like me and sisters like me and whatnot is your test. Because we're not talking about anything but what is right. And it's your test. And you're not supporting this. You're not supporting what is being said. You're running off trying to do your own thing. You're running off trying to do it your way. You're running off trying to do not the law's way, your way. You're walking around talking about, I'm a moderate. Why are you a moderate? Because you want to get along with this person and that person. You got 1 billion Muslims in the world, more than that. And you got presidents that saying they don't want to speak to nobody but a moderate. They're not going to have meetings with nobody but a moderate. How you going to do anything? How you going to do anything like that? You're not going to speak to nobody else but a moderate? The moderates are not making the decisions for Islam. Allah made those decisions already. And the majority of the moderates are mistrusted. It's got a sign of mistrust on their face from brothers and sisters that's practicing the deen the right way. And brothers not even paying no mind to what they doing, what they saying out their mouths. They're not looking at it. They're not really recognizing what they're saying out their mouth. So you got to get your acts together. You can bang your head all day long on the ground. It's no joke. It's no joke. It's no joking. It's not a joke. It's not. You really got to get down with your Islam. You got to protect your Islam. It's yours. You got to protect it. It's what you. It's your blankets. It's your armor. You got to protect it. It's your way of life. You got to protect it. You have to really protect your deen. And you're not doing it. You're not doing it at all. You got people walking around talking about they want 3 wives and 4 wives. They don't have enough money to take care of themselves and they want 3, 4 wives. They want wives that are sick, wives that are mentally unbalanced. They got wives they want wives that's majnoon. They live openly majnoon. And they told to leave them alone by their ummis and their abus and whatnot, and told to leave the girl alone. And they do, and they make a decision they want to make. They don't care nothing about what the Quran says or the Abu says. To leave them be. Because they're already surrounded by the things that would give them peace. They must know. But messing with you, messing with us, messing with people, you mess with them, then you make them feel pain. Already took them out of this world. So I just wanted to talk to you about this thing, because it's getting real, it's becoming hard. It's becoming hard to survive and hard to do things. You know, you push people in the position where you push people, you push brothers and sisters in a position where what they're supposed to get from you, and they're not getting it from you, and it's supposed to be there for them if they just ask for it. Don't even have to ask for it. They shouldn't have to ask for that help. They go out there and start looking for it. They go out there and start looking for the help. They start thinking about, well, if I play a lottery ticket, maybe I can take that money and get some printing done, and get some stamps, and get a building, and get this and get that and whatnot. Because why is he thinking like that? Because the brothers are jealous, envy, hating, and all that kind of stuff, and don't want to give him the help that he's supposed to get. Or they're trying to cover up their own mess. You got brothers who want to cover up their own stuff. They don't want you around. They don't want people around that's telling the truth, because the truth revealed is a light, a great big light that's shining down. That's the truth. The truth is a big light that's shining down, and when you open it and you turn it on, it's going to get everybody, the people with their hands in somebody's pocket, people sticking people up. All these people are going to come out in this light. And this is what's going to happen, and they're going to be seen. And they don't want you around. They don't want people like me around. The same thing by the government, the same thing why people in the United States are trying to get rid of you. Because the simple reason, they don't want you around, because you're trying to take that thing away from them. You're trying to take the thing that allows them to get drunk, allows them to do what they want to do. You're going to take that so-called freedom that they think they got away. And you're going to make them control that free will. And they don't want that. They want to get drunk. They want to have parties. They want to have babies. They want to throw kids in the river. They want to spit babies up and all that other kind of stuff. They want AIDS. They want all this stuff because they're not trying to do anything about it. In this country here, if they use the money that they spend on alcohol in a bar in 1 year on AIDS, they would cure AIDS. That's no joke. They would have enough money to destroy AIDS. The money that they use just for alcohol alone. The so-called lucky hour or 6 o'clock hour, the drinking hour after coming off of work. Or the money they're spending for these hairdos, all this stuff, the wraparound hairdo and the wigs and all that. They would be able to destroy AIDS with that money. Whew, it's hard. How do people reach you? You stand around all day long. You say La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. You say that, and then you're dragging a body down the street behind a motorcycle, dragging a body down the street, talking about you found a traitor. It's a violation against the law to treat that body like that. To treat that body like that is a violation against the law. You make a decision that the man is a traitor, and you turn around and blow his brains out and put him behind a motorcycle and follow you around down the street talking about, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. That's ridiculous. And nobody say a word to you. Nobody stop you in the middle of the street. All of them are supposed to come out like a circle like that and stop you in the middle of the street and say, take and tie that body. Who gave you permission to shoot this man? What mosque do you belong to? Who is your leader? Do you have a leader? Is God your leader? Is the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ your leader? Are you supposed to be following Quran and the Hadith? If so, did you go to some imam and listen to and find out if it was right to kill that man? Did you take him to trial and find out if he's guilty of anything, or you just did it because you think he did it? This is what we're supposed to be doing. Not riding up to somebody to you did this to us, bang! So-and-so told me. And Allah said, we're not supposed to listen to that hearsay, I say stuff. Supposed to take somebody and find out if they're guilty or not. But we're not doing that. We're doing what we want to do. We're not following Islam. We want Islam to follow us. We want to tell Allah when we want to pray. We want to tell Allah when we want to fast. We want to tell Allah when we want to do this, when we want to do that. And so what are we going to get for it? What do you think we're going to get for it? What do you think we're going to get for it? Look at it. Look at us. We got the water coming on the land. We got the sky. We got the ice melting all over the world. Where do you think the ice is going to go? Where do you think that water is going? Where do you think it's some kind of sewer down in the ocean? That they can water just going down like that? It's going to go away? It's coming back in the rest of the water. It's going to rise. It's going to rise up on us. Everybody living on them low islands is going to drown. If they can't swim. A lot of the ocean's going to be back in Saudi Arabia. Going to be back in the desert. The desert's going to be back underwater. There's going to be lakes back in those holes that used to be there. Because a lot of that desert's under sea level. Boy, oh boy. You got people spending millions of dollars trying to eliminate you. And you riding around, you're talking about you want to be a moderate. You want to look like... There's no way in the world I would want to look like a people that what is going on in this world today. Ain't no way in the world I want to look like the people or what they doing today. I don't want to look like no movie star. I don't want to look like nobody across the street in a suit and a jacket. I want to look like what I'm supposed to look like, a person following God, the law. You can pull me into a suit and whatnot no more. Because I'm a Muslim. Astaghfirullah, my Father. But you're not listening. You're not listening to nobody. You're grown. You're not listening to nobody. You stand there open lying and cheating and whatnot, and that's hypocrite.
الله أكبر الله